abusing this man, bro. He had his tail wrapped around his neck, punching him, spamming him in the back. He was
nah, this angle looks crazy, bro. And man, giving him them shots, bro. Welcome back. Today's react, we're looking at the worst type of villains. You already know what to do. Got to subscribe right there. Got a Twitch right here. This was actually recorded while streaming on Twitch. Oh, wrong camera. So get to it, hit that follow button and you'll see me live.
That something is overpowered villains. Now don't get me.
Okay, my most hated type of villains is the villains that are just strong for no reason and just be evil for no reason. Like just destroying the world, right? They'll destroy the world and say they're gonna be the leader of the whole world. That's literally impossible. You cannot ever be the leader of the whole world. Like, that's not even a thing, bro. That's not even a thing. Like, unless your power was to be everywhere all at once, you're not being the leader of the world. And why would you want to be the leader of a destroyed land? Just fiery land all over the place. They'll blow off nukes all over the world and they say they're the leader of it. What are you leading? Zombies? Skeletons? Ash? That don't make no sense. It makes zero sense whatsoever.
A well-written villain, but there's something about a villain that seems to be
overpowered is fine.
That just rubbed me the wrong way. Like I know
it's only bad when they overpower the main character's powers and then they have to do some BS reason for why the main character wins. That's it.
Hold on, this dude is a little too overpowered.
So today I want to talk to you guys about some of these characters that I think are a little too strong, and maybe you agree with me. Now to cap things off, let's talk about this tweaker of a human, Shigaraki. Now if you've never seen My Hero Academia, you probably don't know who this is. So let me tell you. Now, Shigaraki is a person who likes to touch people.
Huh?
So let me tell
you.
Now, Shigaraki is a person who likes to touch people. He likes to touch people and turn people into dust when he touches them. That's what I meant to say. And although his power sounds crazy and OP as it is, he wasn't really that much of a threat in the beginning of the show. Heck, he almost got blicked down by a black dude with dreads, bro. Like, hold on, wait a minute, My Hero. Why is the one hero in the show with the freaking Glock and mess? But like I was saying, in the newer seasons, this man became too OP. First of all, this man was literally in a tube getting fed quirks and super strength, like he was Captain America or something. But yeah, when this man got out the tube, we saw how overpowered he really was. Because as soon as this man rebooted, he done touched the ground and turned
instant regeneration, all the extra junk.
He decayed everything. That's his power.
Whole city to dust in seconds.
Miles of city, miles of people. He was catching bodies in the process, y'all. But you know, I had the benefit of the doubt and said, okay, the main characters probably got him if they just take his quirks away. You know what I'm saying? But no, even with his quirks deactivated, this man still had the strength of a crackhead outside of 7-Eleven. Like he was straight up solo squatting the best heroes in the nation with pure animosity and strength, y'all. Like bro's natural strength was comparable to Deku. Like Deku tried to Hulk smash this man, whatever he be saying, Detroit smash, and it still didn't work, bro. He went like 100 billion%. I still don't know how Deku be going past 100%. It don't make sense to me, but it's whatever. But what I'm trying to get at is Shigaraki is too strong to me, bro. It annoys me. And on top of that, during this fight right here, he wasn't even fully developed, bro. He was like 50% way to being his peak form and everything. Because we saw when this man finished
the Shigaraki honestly should not have been written into that story whatsoever. Because his main reason of doing anything was what? So that his villain's friends can do villainous things and not be sent to jail? That's just not ever going to be a thing, bro. Not ever going to be a thing whatsoever.
Like
I genuinely don't get it.
That could touch you and give you a command to follow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know, bro. And you know, I do mess with Shigaraki as a character, but just in general now,
he's too strong. Another day.
And you know, it's got to be something about this new gen anime, because think about Muzan, aka Michael Jackson Jr. Now, if you know Muzan from Demon Slayer,
what's wrong with him?
Can literally only be killed by the sun. Like, they really got all these demon
That's not that bad.
With swords and mess, but nobody can kill him with one. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's to the point in the newest season, this man literally took a nuke head on, bro, and ate it like a Wendy's 4-for-4. And he still had time to regen before the Hashira pulled up, bro. Like, what? And you know what I just thought about? It's making sense as to why Muzan's a villain. This man can't be out in the sun or else he dies. Bro can't slide to no cookouts. No outdoor functions. He can't even get himself a glizzy. If I was in this man's position, I might be a villain too.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he is a villain.
He is, but now I just kind of feel for him. Let him get a plate, y'all. Come on. Now, continuing on, let's talk about a fan favorite for real. And I'm talking about the purple crash out himself, Thanos. Now, if there's a villain I remember being too strong, it had to be this man. Like,
well, I mean,
on, y'all.
This man literally had the power of the Infinity Stones, bro. That's just like the most powerful things in the universe. That's not too crazy. He's rightfully overpowered. It's not overpowered for no reason. Shigaraki overpowered for no reason. Thanos was perfectly powered. The only thing that I say Thanos was overpowered in was his strength. You're telling me this purple alien, base level strength, is stronger than Hulk? Get that junk out of here, bro. Whoever wrote that fight in, get that junk out of here. I'd understand if Hulk maybe punched him somewhere else and he was able to gather himself back up. But him just boom, 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 punching this man in the throat and then dropping him to the stop. That kid, bro. Whoever wrote that, get that out of here.
Even make no sense, bro. I remember at the end of the movie in the
theater,
theater,
that junk out of here.
Am I missing something in the credits? This can't be true. I was like one of them anime characters. I said, Nani? But yeah, skip all that. I knew. Bro,
yeah, when that man went at the end. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
Beginning of Infinity
War.
Like
what?
Like he hit this man with straight Mortal Kombat combos. I've never seen Hulk go out this sad, y'all. Like I really couldn't believe my eyes the way he violated this man. But I'm telling y'all, this just solidified the fact that Thanos was just overpowered in my mind.
Honestly,
the stuff he was doing really made me question how they were gonna beat this man. And I guess they really didn't even beat Thanos because they had to go back in time just to get back.
Yeah, they cheated to beat him. That's how overpowered he was.
This is dang near the equivalent to the Warriors picking up KD to beat Thanos. But back on topic, as we all know, this man Thanos really didn't
Thanks for the follow.
Stones to body everybody. Because without the stones in general, he was already strong as an ox. When bro started getting the stones in his gauntlet, it just started becoming overkill. Because even looking back at the amount of effort it took to get the gauntlet
this right
off
here,
hand,
this right here, worst part of the movie ever, bro. Worst part of the movie.
Like even while being forced to sleep, Spider-Man pulling this off his hand. Mind you, Spider-Man can catch trains and mess. They still could barely get this thing.
I was genuinely so mad watching this scene in the movie theater.
Workout, his grip strength workout, something like that. But y'all know, Star-Lord had to ruin it and everything.
Yep.
So Thanos won, of course. And then after all that. Bro, my fault, bro. And then after all that, Iron Man really had to go 8 gates just to get a scratch on this man. Like seeing this in my mind, I just thought they just need to hit this man with a Naruto seal or something like that, bro. They need to hit him with that Aizen treatment game because there was no way. And it really didn't make it any better that this man just had automated deep quotes and was on his stoic timing, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, that made me even more angry. I know if I was a part of the Avengers, gang, I would not want to fight this dude. That would be the day I retire because he's too strong. Now continuing on, I have a character that I actually just hate in general. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Frieza. Now, when I first saw Frieza in Dragon Ball,
Frieza's not even overpowered.
This dude was a threat. He was ugly, little, and purple. I thought it was actually a girl. Hold up. Was I the only one that thought Frieza was a girl when I first saw him?
Bro? I thought that.
Or it might just... Okay, my fault. But back to it. Frieza didn't really look like a threat until he started doing all these violations. Like the stuff he did to my boy needed to be studied. Like first of all, we had the rodeo special move where he had Krillin on top of his horns and was throwing them up and down. And then after that, he sent Krillin up into the air and exploded him with his hand, bro. I'm telling y'all, this is the stuff Frieza was just pulling up the bag. Like how you gonna send somebody against their will up into the air and explode them? I've never seen, like what? Like I'm telling y'all, Frieza was a real problem. And I'm not even gonna talk about the stuff he did to Vegeta, bro. Actually, I will, because he was straight up abusing this man, bro. He had his tail wrapped around his neck, punching him, spamming him in the back. He was spamming.
Nah, this angle looks crazy, bro.
Nah, man, bro. He had his tail wrapped around his neck, punching him, spamming
and man, giving him them shots, bro.
X button on this man. And Vegeta was like the second strongest in the show at the time, man. Like I'm telling y'all, this is the level Frieza was at. Then he dragged this man up for like 900 episodes, bro. That still made me mad to this day. Like, come on, gang. But yeah, even though Frieza did get cooked in the end and losing his stocks, he was a force to be reckoned with. We can all agree on that. And you know, since I'm on the topic of speaking
for sure, the man can blow up planets by just pointing at
from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh my god.
Like Miram was only a couple days old and he was still peak strength in the show. And on top of that, bro just thought he knew it all. That alone had me heated because he was just playing with people's lives.
This man was breaking the rules of all of Hunter x Hunter, bro. Like I don't understand what his stuff was. Like his body was just naturally strong. And then I don't even know what his nen abilities were. Like this man was doing the most. Man was walking around in frozen time, all this extra junk.
He was murking folk, and then he wants to spare the blind girl because she was playing chess with him in mess. Whoa, bars. Hold on, it wasn't chess, I know. Chogi, something like that. Because not gonna lie, I was on Gon's side when he was crashing out, bro. Everybody talking about going crazy and stuff. Like, no. Gon had a reasonable crash. Like, I'm getting sidetracked right now, bro. See, look, this is what happened. But yeah, it just made me a little mad how OP bro was off rip. The fact that Netero couldn't even beat this man. Netero had to set a bomb off and nuke himself just to sort of kill him, you know? Like, yeah, he should not be that strong. He's just a bug.
Literally, bro.
Skit.
You're just a roach.
Y'all got Roach Berlini versus Miram. Now moving on, I have an overpowered villain I don't even really dislike. I just had to throw him in here. Madara is a dog, bro. Madara is a legend.
I don't think Madara was even shown too much.
Bringing war.
It's literally just a guy with lost techniques versus people who are using lower grade versions of those techniques. But even then,
Like, that
like
be throwing me off about villains.
a whole army,
armies
against one man,
Shinobi army,
and he's
has to
doing
be
all this
studied.
nonsense,
Keep saying
bro.
it has to be studied. And then on top of that, he dropped not one meteor, but 2 meteors on their head. Like, I remember when Naruto used to be about outsmarting them. Naruto used to be about intelligence as a ninja. And now we got dudes dropping meteors out the sky, transforming into demigods. Like, what's happening here, y'all? What happened to Naruto?
All right, that's the end of that video. You already know what to do. It's right here. Got a Twitch right here. I'm streaming right now, and all these other videos from now on, well, since the last one, will be streamed live. So, you know, hit that follow button.